You worked on rehab.
Yeah, rehab.
Were you living at home?
Yeah, I was living at home and just, just home doing nothing until when Caleb came home. He was over a lot, and then after I rehabbed, I needed to get a job, start life again, because I had cancer reviews every 6 weeks, and then 3 months, and then 6 months. So going back out on a mission wasn't a possibility. So I just decided to get a job, and that's when I knew why I got cancer. Is because my first job I met Camille.
Oh, so first of all, tell me what the job was.
I was working at Kim Lawn. I was a lawn technician. I went out and sprayed the lawns and fertilized them. And Camille made appointments.
Ah, she worked for the same company.
Yep, she worked there too. And
woohoo!
So, what'd you think when you first met her?
I thought she was way out of my league, but of course I wanted to get to know her. So I just was really slow. I was too slow at it. So Camille told my boss to have me ask her out. So
now that's a good story.
I knew what I wanted.
It was really funny because I remember him. I was getting my truck ready, and he came out, and he's like, "Clint," and there was another guy there named Clint, and we're just standing right next to each other, and we turn, and he just looks at us both, and he points to the other Clint, and he's like, "You, I need to talk to you." And so I was like, "Okay." So I just got in my truck and left, and and I remember him calling me later, and he's like, "When are you getting in?" Because I had the worst route. I went out to Tooele and Grantsville and did Magna and all Stansbury, and I was just and the guy who made the routes didn't like me because he liked Camille, and I was busting in on his territory.
So you suffered for this relationship.
Job-wise and money-wise, yes, because I couldn't get my routes done quick enough. But no, it was...
So the guy called you and said, "When are you coming in?"
Yeah, he's wanted to know my ETA. I was like, "What?" I didn't know CB talk. He's like, "Your estimated time of arrival, when are you getting back?" And of course, I was always one of the last ones in, and amazingly, when I got in, Camille was still there, and so I was getting all my stuff and set up and ready for tomorrow and my route, and Camille was asking her boss, "Is there anything else I can do?" And she was just like, she's there longer than she needs to be, and asking her boss. So her boss thought she was crazy or something, but finally she said, "Oh, I'm leaving," and I was like, "Oh, I'll walk you out," because I was, I didn't want to go over and start chatting it up with everyone staring at us, because I knew they were, or at least you, but. So I went outside, and I actually carpooled in with my brother that day, and we were talking, and Dirk was kind of just wandering around, and so I was talking to Camille, and she's like, "Well, do you want my number?" I was like, "Well,
hey, you talked for a long time.
I talked to him.
You kept talking and talking. You're nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous, chatter, and well, she's like, "Well, here's my number." And it's like, "Oh, okay, great." And it was a Thursday. She gave me her number, and I was like, "Well, I want to go out with her this weekend, so I called her like 4 hours later. And I didn't know that was taboo. She probably talked to her friends like I was a dork or something. I don't know.
No. Super hot.
But,
And you asked her out?
yeah, I called her and asked her out the next day, and we went to Ruby Tuesday, and our first date we shared this platter. That felt unusual to me to share something with a date, but that was fun. Couldn't get enough of her ever since. But.
So what was it about